Hi, this is James with Tabletop Gaming Guild, and today we're going to learn how to play Flip 7, which Flip 7 is going to be a high player count game published by the OP. So it needs to be played with 3+ players. This game is going to be a push your luck game where you're going to be trying to score the most points on each round and be the first one to 200 points. Let's go ahead down the table here, and I'm going to show you how to play Flip 7. All right, so we're going to take a look at Flip 7. I'm going to show you how to play it. In this press your luck game, you're going to try to be the first to 200 points. You score points based on the total number value of the cards in front of you. The more value a card is, the more copies of that card are in the deck. So this will go up to 12. There'll be actually 12 12s in this game, 11 11s in this game, 10 10s in this game, 9 9s in the game, and so on and so forth down to 1. Now there is a 0 in the deck. There's only 1 0 in the deck. So how do you play this game? Well, other than those cards, you're going to have some special cards in this deck here. So in this deck, we're going to have some cards you can run into that do special effects. Let's pull some of those out now. All right, so one of the cards we have are going to be modifier cards. If you actually get a modifier card, you're going to put it above a number, and it's going to do that. So this is like +4. Now there's a ×2. Even though you're going to put it above a number, it's still, that ×2 actually doubles all the numbers you have, not just the number you put it over top of. You also have this freeze card, and we have a flip 3 card, and we have a second chance card. Now the second chance card, if you bust, you can blow the second chance card to keep on going. I'm going to show you how you could bust and what that part is next. Flip 3, you're going to flip 3 cards and add them to your row. And freeze, if you get a freeze, you're going to basically be done for the round and just score up. Now you could give freeze, when you get these cards, this second chance, flip 3 or whatever, you could keep it for yourself or give it to someone else of your choice. So that is a big thing to keep in mind. Now, what is the goal on your turn? Your goal on your turn, basically, well, it's going to go around like a blackjack style, which I'll show you in a second here. But on your turn, you're going to decide whether you're just going to keep what you got, or you're going to let the dealer give you another card. So he'll ask if you want to hit. You're going to say yes. If you want another card, they'll flip over a card. How do you lose the round or bust so you don't get any points? Well, you get a duplicate of the same number. So that's going to be easier to happen with the higher numbers like 12 and 11 and 10, and harder to happen with the lower numbers like 1, 2, and 3. But also those lower numbers that you're going to be less likely to bust on are worth the least amount of points, because 1's worth 1, 12's worth 12, and you're trying to get to 200 points. So the way it's going to start out is the dealer is going to deal you a card. So everyone's going to get a card, and the dealer would give themselves a card too. Then in turn order, the dealer's going to ask whether you want to hit or stay. And they'll ask themselves that once it comes around to them, and they'll either hit or stay. If you stay, you're going to score up your points. If you hit, you're going to get another card. You're trying to get to 7 cards. Once you get to 7 cards, you're done. If you didn't bust, you're going to get a whole bunch of points. We're going to go over that in a second. But when it comes to me, I could either say stay, which would give me 12 points, or I could say hit, which I'd get another card here. So in this case, I got a 10 and a 12. I got 22 points. That's not too bad. They're going to go around the table there in clockwise order. If people get busted, then they'll be out for this round. I'll go and I'll say hit. Oh no, look, I got 2 12s. I'm out. So I probably should have stayed and just banked my 22 points. So let's do another example here. Maybe hopefully we'll get a bonus card in here. So we're going to keep on going. When the round ends, when someone either gets to 7 cards, well, once everyone has either stayed or busted, then we're going to go into scoring for this round. So how does scoring work? And then I'm going to show you an example of another round. So the scoring is going to work where you're going to add up the face value of your cards. So you add up the face values of these cards. If you got any of the bonus cards I showed you earlier, you would add those to the score there. And the only other point that you can get in this game is going to be if you hit 7 cards. If you hit 7 cards, the round will end immediately for you. You either busted or you didn't. If you didn't, you're going to get the bonus here. So you'll get a 15-point bonus if you got all 7 cards, which is pretty cool. You'll take that score, and then you go into another round. We're going to keep going over these rounds until someone gets to 200 points. So let's do another example here. There's going to be a whole bunch of other players out here, but we'll play someone else as the dealer. They give me my first card. It's a 2. So there's only 2 2s in the deck. I'm pretty safe. So when the dealer comes around, I'll say hit. And now I got a 6. So I got a 2 and a 6. There's only 6 cards, 6 more 6s in the deck, so there's only 1 more 2 in the deck, and there's only 5 more 6s in the deck. So I'm pretty safe. I'll say hit. So now I have a 2, 6, and 12. So if I stop, I have 20 points. If I keep on going, I could bust. And there's a lot of 12s in the deck. But you know what? I'm going to throw caution to the wind. Oh no, I got 2 6s. All right, so we're going to pretend that didn't happen. 7, 4, still good. So now I actually have 5 cards. Up, they're busted. Let's see if we can get one of these cards here. I'm going to cheat a little bit. And let's say the next thing I get flipped is the freeze. So right now I have a ton of points. So I have 20, 27, 31. I don't know, it depends what other people's scores are at the current point if I want to keep on going. But I have this freeze card. I can play it on myself and just be done. Or I can give it to someone else and they're done. So that's going to be how the freeze works. So let's say I actually drew the flip 3. So there's going to be some shenanigans in here because I'm going to make sure it doesn't actually bust. But so I have to flip 3 cards. And if I bust on there, I bust and stop. But I'll keep drawing these cards here. And okay, so now I have 5, 7 cards. I should flip 1 more, but I don't because I've hit my 7. I'm done. Now, if you hit another flip 3 or something, you would put that off to the side. So let's say it was back down to these cards. I put that off to the side, flip the rest of them, and then resolve the special cards. And I could give that to someone else. So if I get a flip 3, I don't have to take it. I could give it to someone else and make them flip 3. The last ones are going to be these modifiers. So if I flip a modifier, I will just place it over cards. So at the end of the round here, this will be 6 plus 4, so 10 points for that. So that's pretty cool. Second chances are really nice. That gives me, makes me feel that I can keep on going. Now you can't get a second chance. You can only have 1 second chance per round, but I can keep on going. And let's say I got that 3, I would just discard these 2, and that wouldn't have made me bust. And when it comes back around, I can decide whether I stay or hit again. And that is the game of Flip 7. That's what you're going to be doing throughout the game. You're going to be trying to gain as many points as you can. And as the game goes by, you're going to try to push your luck more and more because people are going to have these scores and you're going to want to meet them, or you want to go on and try to push to victory quicker so that they can't catch up. But yes, that is going to be Flip 7. Thank you for watching.